Well. This morning I was surprised with two NDA drops. Well, we have today's video is going to be on the Tonijn and the Hoche. So, we'll be going over the Tonijn today and the Hoche. So, they're going to be released in the armory for the post-war arsenal. So, you are able to get them for buying them outright, or you can gamble for them here. So, if you get lucky here, super cool. You got yourself some two new ships. Tons of camouflages here if you want to get them. This costs 1,500 doubloons. The Tonijn bundle costs 50,000 doubloons, which is about $200. And the Hoche bundle costs 22,500 doubloons, which is about $90. So today, I'll be going over if these two ships are worth it and why not. So let's get started with the Tonijn. Well, the Tonijn being worth $200, you'd expect it to be pretty good, right? Well, I'd compare this thing to a U-45, but worse. You got the spammy torps, 4 torpedoes at the front, 4 at the rear, 12-kilometer range, right? So a little bit longer range. And you do get airstrikes. So the legendary airstrike Tonijn. This thing people have been dreading the return of, where you can only use those airstrikes when you're on the surface, not when you're at periscope or below water. So I'm not the biggest fan of the ship because it kind of just feels like a worse version of the U-45. Like, yeah, you can sit on the surface or periscope or wherever and you can just spam torpedoes over and over again, but you know what does that better? The U-45. The sonar is faster on the U-45, which allows you to be able to hit enemies easier, as well as the fact that you have a better concealment on the U-45. So it has a 5.8 kilometer concealment, while the U-45 has a 5.4 kilometer concealment. This thing does have an advantage of having a 9-kilometer submarine surveillance, but a lot of the submarines you're going to face are going to be on the surface anyway, so I don't know. Like, just overall, like, it has the same torpedo reload as, it has about the same as a U-45, but for $200, I'm not the biggest fan of the Tonijn. I'd really prefer just the U-45. If I was a submarine player and I wanted to spam out torpedoes, the U-45 just seems way better. It's way faster when it's underwater, because this thing's max speed when it's underwater is 28 knots, while on the surface it's 26 knots. So U-45 is way faster, way faster. So I really just don't recommend it, especially for $200 when you can get the U-45 for coal. So yeah, like if you want to airstrikes that's on submarines, because yeah, you can pull off some pretty funny maneuvers with the airstrikes. They do have an 88-second reload, and the bombs they have a 37mm pen, and they do a little bit of damage, comparable to about Trump's. So if you're trying to have a little bit of means where you're airstriking enemies while you're torpedo spamming them, then yeah, I definitely say that the Tonijn will definitely be worth it for you. But for me, I just don't think it's worth it at all. So I wouldn't really recommend this ship. But going off of that, let's talk about the Hoche. So the Hoche is the theoretical just French AP throwing destroyer, just gunboat destroyer. It's like a little mini Elbing at tier 8. So the AP is really good on it. You can Citadel cruisers, you can do big damage to battleships. It is just a damage farming machine. It also has nice concealment as well with 6 kilometers. During this gameplay, as you see, I didn't build into AFT, which looking back, I should have. I first went into this thing because of the fact that this NDA was so last minute. I kind of went into this thing as fast as I could to be able to get footage because it was kind of needed. So instead of taking AFT, I took BFT just to see. But yeah, I could definitely tell that the shells would be a lot better if you took both the BFT and the FT for that extra gun range and that faster reload. So I definitely recommend that on this ship. Instead of taking BFT, you can also take the Fearless Brawler as well to get faster reloading for the guns whenever you're open firing in the open, since you'll be doing that all the time. But I definitely recommend building AFT into this thing because its base range is about 12.3 kilometers, about 13.1 kilometers. which is a little bit painful if you get up tiered, but if you do build into all the way, it goes to 15.6 kilometers, which makes it a really good long-range farmer at tier 8 and above. This thing is very maneuverable as well, with a 37.8 knot speed, as well with having a 15% engine boost. Now, the ship is worth $90. That's how much you're able to buy it for. Do I think it's worth $90? Like, it has a unique play style, but if you have money lying around, sure, why not? I definitely recommend it over the Tonijn. So if you want any ships out of here, then I definitely think the Hoche is definitely worth it. It's a fun, long-range gunboat destroyer for the French. Good crew trainer, a lot of fun to play. The guns are pretty decent on it for what it is. Good against destroyers, cruisers, battleships, you name it. It's going to do really good. You do only get 4 guns on it. They're 150 millimeters. They are pretty big, and they do pack a punch. And that comes with a long reload of about 5.5 seconds. So if you're not careful, yeah, just keep your distance and you do perfectly fine. The torpedoes on this thing are also pretty okay. 9-kilometer range, about you get 8 of them in total. They're pretty useful if you're not able to shoot. Like, say you got hurt a lot, then you can just use your torpedoes instead of firing. And then once a cruiser shows you broadside, switch over that AP and just do massive damage is the best way to play it. But overall, I do like the Hoche. I do like it a lot compared to the Tonijn, so I definitely recommend the Hoche over the Tonijn. But overall, yeah, this event, it was really surprising. We had no information on this event coming in here, so that's probably why, if you're watching this video, I may be one of the first here to come out about this thing. So I do apologize again for the quick gameplay or how short this video is. I didn't really have a lot of time to prep. I legit woke up and I saw the NDA drop, and everyone's like, what the hell happened? Because it's like, it's not even on any of the other servers right now. It's only on NA, so. But yeah, for the bundles themselves, this being 1,500 to gamble for camos, you do get like some nice, like, rare camos in here from originally when this first came into the game for like early access. If you want to gamble for that, you can. It's up to you guys. You can get some nice little rewards, economic bonuses. Like, you guys can do that if you want, but overall, I don't like, unless you like want to gamble for like 5 or so just to see maybe you get a ship. Cool, right? But overall, like, I don't think it's really worth your doubloons. It is like a lot of money to kind of throw at it. So if you want to gamble, sure. If you want to buy it outright, up to you. It is your money. So, but overall, the Hoche I'm a big fan of. Tonijn, it's like why get this when you can just get the U-45? If you're looking for more of a unique game style, then yeah, I could definitely see you wanting it that way. But yeah, overall, I'm more of a fan of the Hoche. So let me just show you guys the builds real quick that I'm running. So I switched up the builds for the Hoche. This is the build that I'm running here. I built for the one that I'd recommend is doing preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, concealment, fearless brawler. That's gonna be your 10-point build, 14-point. Wait, sorry. 10-point, 14-point, 18-point, and then 21-point right here for the commander. You don't have to use Felipe. You can use whatever commander you want. For the equipment, you can do main battery armament. Here, I'd recommend doing engine boost. Third slot's going to be aiming systems. Fourth is going to be propulsion, and fifth is going to be concealment. Also, while I have you guys here, make sure. Wait, is it gone now? Let me see. I think the commander reset's done now. Let me see. Let me just double check. I think it's done now. It should be done on the 18th. Let me just double check. Yes, it is now over. So you can no longer use that. Damn, that's unfortunate. So for the Tonijn, if you did get this ship, this is the build that I use. So I would do helmsman first with the preventative maintenance. After that, I would do watchful. Then I would do enlarged propeller shaft. After that, I would do the adrenaline rush, superattendant, the consumable specialist, and then the liquidator. And that's the build that I would run for this ship here. For the equipment, I built a little bit into the airstrikes to get them a little bit faster of a reload. So main armament in the first slot, DCP on this thing is super bad. Like, so bad. It's one of the worst in the game for a submarine. It's just so bad. So horribly bad. It's not even worth building into at all. So it's not worth it. I don't know why. I did the recommended build in this thing. And the sonar was slow with this. Oh my god, yeah, this thing is dog water. The fact that I had that built for sonar, but I just did recommended just to try it out, and the sonar was still slow. Yeah, I do not recommend this thing at all. Ew, 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 ew. Torpedo tubes for torpedoes, airstrikes. Like I don't even want to recommend a build. It's just like, ugh, like, just get the U-45. Don't waste $200. You know what? Just give me some of that money instead. Don't even get the sub. This thing is just hot garbage. Whatever money you were gonna spend on this thing, just get to me instead. All right? Just hit me up in my PayPal and be like, thanks, Overlord Bo, for saving you some money. All right? And I got you. I got you guys. All right, well, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of the review. And yeah, I know it was a quick review, but this was kind of a shock to all of us CCs. It was kind of like a last minute thing. We had no idea about it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if I'm wrong any of the ships, definitely let me know. And deuces.